All right, so here's my question. What's the first thing you do when someone shares their opinion with you? Or what's the first thing that you see other people do when someone shares their perspective on something? Because here's what I see. They immediately compare it to their own opinion, and then they either challenge them completely, they chastise them, they say, "Are you serious? You believe that?" Or next option, you agree with some of the points they're making, but they got a few wrong, so you make sure they know about it. You say, "Well, yeah, but have you considered this?" Or you completely agree with them already, and so you say, "Yeah, exactly, preaching to the choir." But do you know what all three responses missed out on? Actually asking the person why they believe that opinion. Do you know what all three people didn't do? Ask a single follow-up question. And do you know why we as a society can't seem to figure out how to ask a single follow-up question? Do you know why we listen to respond instead of understand? Because we as a culture are self-centered. You have no interest in hearing about a wrong perspective, and yours is the only one that's right, isn't it? That's why you so graciously gift us with it all the time. But the truth is, you're just selfish and prideful. You think your opinion is the smartest and the wisest, and you need to do everything you can to help people see things the way that you do. This is the new standard of behavior in this culture. It's not going away. It will only get worse. I'm guilty of this as well. You're guilty of this as well. You do this with your friends and your family and your spouse, and someone needs to let you know that it's toxic and destructive and damaging to your relationships. Why? Because relationships survive and thrive on mutual respect and understanding and selflessness, and dominating the conversation, listening to respond, interrupting, or immediately correcting or arguing so you can share why you're right and they're misinformed, is none of those things. So the next time someone tells you their opinion, the next time someone shares something with you that seems like it's important to them, try closing your mouth. Try keeping your thoughts to yourself for just a few minutes. Do the impossible and ask a follow-up question. Ask the question, is there anything in particular that led you to see it that way? Or tell me more about why you view it that way. Seek to understand their world and perspective. Do you know why their perspective matters to you? Because they matter to you. Do you know why their opinion should be important to you? Because they are important to you, aren't they? Do you know the type of people that try to do that? Those are the type of people that care more about you than they do their ego or their pride or their political party. Do you know the type of person that wants you to feel safe to share your opinion and perspective without getting mocked or demeaned or devalued as a person? Someone who values you and actually wants a relationship with you. Is there room for debates or arguments? Absolutely. But let's just try to remember that if we can't do that in a kind and respectful way, then we shouldn't be doing it at all. So let's try to adopt the rule, understanding precedes advice. Are you seeking to understand before you blurt out your advice or perspective? Because the vast majority of us aren't. And I need to do better. And we need to do better. Or else we will be to blame when our kids follow the same destructive and toxic cycles with their communication. Because nobody taught them better than we did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Do you know the type of person that wants you to feel safe? Good Lord, with the airplanes. There's just constant airplanes flying over my head.